Hey yo. So my new VRChat avatar toolkit is out now, and you can subscribe on my Discord or Patreon at $5 a month in order to use it. And I just wanted to go over how you can load it in and use it. So what you're gonna want to do is go to my Discord after you've subscribed on Patreon, or you can subscribe on Discord, and then go to subscribers, and then go to Jack's VRC tools, and then click right here, and then you'll see the zip download. So you're going to want to download all that, and then what you're going to do is you're going to drop it into this asset area right here. I need to actually hold on. So you're going to take the 4 DLLs that are in there, and you're going to load them up like so. Just drag and drop them right into your assets. And you can see this is a totally new project that I would load in all my VRChat stuff into. So the only things that are in this project are the VRChat SDK base and avatars and Poyomi and an FBX I'm going to use to show. So now I've dragged and dropped all these DLLs in here. You'll see that up here, this menu item has showed up, Jack's VRC Tools. So you're going to click login or out, and you're going to click login with Discord. And because you have access to that channel, you're going to be able to use this. So it's going to open up a new window in your browser, and it'll show this. And all I'm doing basically is checking if you have the subscriber role in my Discord. So you're going to click authorize, and all it's do is checking that role. And this is authorization successful, so you can close this window. And yeah, I'm logged in now. So everything that was up here is now not grayed out anymore. So if I do Windows Avatar Toolkit, it's going to open up the toolkit, and it's blank right now because I have nothing in the scene. So what I'm going to do is drag in one of my FBXs, and this one's totally new. I think, okay, I extracted the materials in it earlier, so I'm actually going to, actually I'll show you this way. So you drag it in, it's going to automatically zoom in on it, and all the UI is going to load in. And as you can see, here, I'll put it over here so I'm not blocking it. It's added a avatar project to the avatar. And yeah, so this is all this shit. Up here it says game art system humanoid rig. That's because if you click on it, it's literally just importing as generic, because that's how it always defaults when it's a new FEX. So you're gonna click fix. It just fixes it and then re-imports it for you. And so this isn't updated right now. If you click refresh, it'll go away. This is right here. And then light pro bangers aren't synchronized. It's just because all these are still like none. So if I click on this, it's going to load up the skin mesh renderer. And on this, it says anchor override is none. So a common fix that people do on VRChat avatars is they set all of these to like a similar anchor, which is just like hips or whatever. And that's so your lighting is affected all throughout your model the same. So I'm going to click fix on that, and then it just fixes it instantly. And then so it's saying up here that it's got an error retrieving my VRChat descriptor, and that's because avatar type is set to none. So what I'm going to do is set that to VRChat, and it should have put a VRChat avatar descriptor on my FBX that I just loaded in. So yeah, a lot of these we're going to update, you know, with the tool or right here or whatever later. But yeah, so it's like my avatar is all set up. And what I can do down here, oh, okay, it already extracted the materials for me. Cool. So I'm going to do, what I usually do at this point is Poyomi is pretty standard for VRChat avatars, and I just select all the materials, and then I just click on Poyomi Pro. And that changes all of them from standard to Poyomi. And at this point, you can just edit your avatar like you always would. One thing that's nice and helpful about this is I can like sort by what I want to see. So if I want to see nothing, it's going to show me nothing. If I want to see only humanoid bones, it's only going to do that. It's all just the humanoid assigned bones. If I want to see like just skin mesh renders, I can do this. And there's all my skin mesh renders. I can just click through them. If I want to see only fizz bones, I can do fizz bone. And I don't have anything on this, so I'm actually going to open up another project that has a more finished model in it. So I'm going to log in again because it's a totally different project. Give it a second. Okay, so I'm logged in. Okay, so on this model, you can see a lot more stuff. So for example, like the menus. I have a bunch of menus that I've been working on this. And you can see that this is main AV2 menu, and if I scroll down, yep, that's what it is. Same with like the, the tree, you can sort these to see exactly what you want to see. If I wanted to, for example, like only see everything just listed out, you can do that. But I think having some menus visible is pretty nice. And then if I want to see fizz bones and all the physics stuff, this is where I would look for it. So you can see I have context centers, I have fizz bone colliders, I have fizz bones. And if you click on these, it just takes you right to them in the inspector. So there's no more hunting around for all of them. As you set them up, they're all just right here. And I'm working on like some presets that you can load in. So you could like create all this and then just click save preset. And then you would be able to load this on a similar avatar. But yeah, for now, all there is transfer. And transfer lets you just choose another avatar and then transfer all the physics stuff to that one, which is super helpful. And it does work. So, yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, all this is just nice to just have and look at. You can modify. So, for example, these meshes, if I wanted to combine these two pants meshes together, because right now there's two. There's the straps and the shorts themselves. If I wanted to combine these, I could click meshes, modify, and then combine. And then I could choose just select from scene because I want to do it quick. Then these two are selected. And then I can click. Oh, actually, I want to generate some toggles on these two because I want to be able to toggle them later. And then okay. What that's going to do is going to put those two meshes together, and it's super quick and super simple. And now they're one. And that basically what it's done is it's created a merged skin mesh renderer, and it's added the toggles so I could do just like the straps off, and it sets them all down to 0. So nothing multiplied by, or anything multiplied by 0 is going to keep it down 0, so you're not going to see it ever, as long as it's 100. Yeah, and this works, like I already have an animation I could show you. This works just fine. I've tested this a bunch, this mesh modification stuff. So it's all just same as before. And you can do as many meshes as you want. I don't really recommend merging all of them at the same time because Unity is slow and then it winds up freezing. But I've been working on a fix for that. I wouldn't recommend it right now. Oh, it looks like I got logged out for some reason. Might have been the going to play state. That being said, this is a beta, so it's a little bit buggy. It's not going to be perfect. But I'm literally actively developing this, and since, it's $5 a month, I do want to be developing it as actively as possible and fix as many things that might come up that restrict you from using it properly. So yeah, it's not like you're paying $5 a month for this exact version. You'll get updates for the whole month. Okay, two other things that I actually did forget to mention are the VRAM stuff and the toggle generation feature. So what you can do is go to your meshes and then it'll show modify an animation. You click on animation and it says generate toggle animations, make individual toggle layers, make direct blend tree, blah, 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 blah. So what this does is that this creates the toggle animations for every mesh you select here. So I'm going to go select all of them. And I'm going to choose that to be on. And I don't really know if any exist right now. So I'm going to choose force overwrite. This individual toggle layers. So this is like your traditional toggle. It's going to have, you can do single state. So it kind of I don't know, hard to explain. Transition animations, If you have making an avatar before and you kind of understand how to make toggle layers, this will make sense to you. I don't want to go into it right now, but so this is make direct blend tree. And also this feature, the toggle layer feature, isn't quite finished. So yeah, but the direct blend tree feature is totally finished, and this will work. So what I want to do is choose that, and I want to add it to my FX animator, and then I'm just going to click OK. And this is going to generate all of them, and it takes kind of a minute, so I added a progress bar. Merging meshes can also take a minute sometimes, but there's not a progress bar on that one. But soon. So I'm just going to wait through this. I'll probably skip through it in the editing, so you don't have to wait. Okay, it's done. So as proof this worked, I'm going to open up my FX animator, and it's added a layer called direct and made all the blend trees. And if I click on one of these, so like armor toggle, it has blend state. Blend state uses a variable that I created. These are all set to the exact states that the meshes are already in. So each mesh, its game object is already toggled on and off. And yeah, so it respects that for initial state. And where'd it go? If I click on one of these animations, okay, yeah, here it is. So all my animations got auto-generated in Jinxxy VRC toolkit underscore generated, auto-generated, under the name of the avatar, under animations, toggles, and here they are. And if I open up the animation, you can see it did everything for you. So if I actually go into the scene and then I choose, oh God, if I choose, my FX, oops. And then I put that on the root of the avatar. I can test out these toggles without any extra tools. Okay. And then I go into my animator and I just change any of these parameters. So let's say I wanted to take the bangs off. I would find the bangs. Where are they? Here, I'll take the hoodie off. Doot. 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 It just works. Yep. Bangs. Doot. Gone. And it's all an animation. Another thing that I want to show off, I gotta log in again. Is the VRAM tools. So if I click on material, or sorry, not materials. If I just close all this and then I open up VRAM, this drop down, it's going to show me all the textures and the meshes. So if I toggle down that texture drop down, you can see all my meshes. And then the camera is all zoomed in on it, and you can see each sub mesh. So like, for example, this belt, if I wanted to toggle off this sub mesh to see what's what, there you go. And there's no real options to optimize these just yet. That'll be soon. I mean, we can edit meshes, so this is totally plausible. And it's gonna be right here. But for now, we can edit textures. So if we go into textures, you can already see that a lot of these, they're showing the exact size of them in VRAM and the dimensions and stuff like that. So if I scroll down a bit and I find, like, for example, this normal, it's 2048 by 2048, and it's not a very optimized format. So if I click on convert to BC5, and then I choose line resolution, it's just already going to optimize it down for me. And it's kind of hard to demonstrate Like this one's 4K. So for example, I think we might be able to see this. If I convert this to BC7, because BC5 is not good for non-normal maps. My computer is going to scream. And then if I downscale it to 1024. Okay, that's a little bit too low. So what I can do is resize, custom scale, and do 2048. What I could also do is revert texture import overrides, but I just suffered through converting it to BC7, so I'm not going to do that. And that looks okay from a distance, so I'm going to keep it like that. And you can already see the VRAM is dropping a lot. Let's see. Yeah, like here's another one. I can convert this to BC5. If you look down at the VRAM, it's dropping. And there's a lot of textures, so you can do this for, you can just keep scrolling and converting. And a lot of these just automatically suggest what it should be. And you can just click these buttons and then fix it. When it comes to like actual textures and stuff, also a lot of these textures I'm not going to wind up using, so I can probably just delete a lot of these. But yeah, so as you can see, it's really easy to optimize VRAM for this, using this. And yeah, that's everything else that I want to talk about. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show off. Yeah, so it's available in my Discord, and you can subscribe on Discord and Patreon. I'll have a link in the tweet, wherever that is, to join the Discord or subscribe on Patreon. Thanks for watching all the way through. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on the tweet or in Discord. And yeah, thanks for considering subscribing. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I don't forget to mention anything. Thanks. Bye.